Hello everyone, my name is Mohit and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing great. This is challenge number 11 of solving SQL challenges playlist, and in this video we will solve a problem based on monthly new customer acquisitions analysis. So first let us understand the problem statement. This is the given table and table name is orders where we are given three columns: order date, customer and amount. And we want output somewhat like this, having two columns, order date and number of new customers. So first let us understand the logic behind this output. Okay. And then we will achieve the same using SQL query. So first let me switch to Excel in order to make it more clear. Okay. So here I have used same input data which we have observed in our slide. Okay. So in this data, we can see that this order date column has date with four different months. So these first two dates are for month of January. This is for Feb. This is for March, and this is for April. Okay. So if we see for month of January, these two customers, customer one and customer two, we can consider these customer as a new customer because this is the first entry. Now, if we go to next month, that is for the month of Feb, we need to check for these two customers. So here we have customer underscore one and customer underscore three. But if you check carefully, this customer underscore one is an old customer because for this particular customer, we already have a transaction in previous month. That is for the month of January. Okay. Only customer underscore three is a new customer for this month. Now moving to next month for month of March, customer underscore five and customer underscore four. So both the customer are new customers. Why? Because they have not done any transaction in previous months. Okay. Now for the month of April, these two customers are old customers because we can see transactions for these customers here, right? So customer three and customer five are already present in previous month transaction details. Only customer underscore six is the new customer. Okay. So these blue marks customers are new customers for that particular month. So finally, if you want to check the number of new customers, then from here we can say that in month of January, we have two new customers. In Feb month, we have only one new customer, which is customer underscore three. In month of March, we again have two new customers. And in month of April, we only have one new customer. Okay. So if you carefully observe this output data, the information is reflecting the same thing, what we have discussed just now. Okay. So how we can achieve this using SQL query? Let us discuss that part. So for that, let me switch to SSMS. I already have orders table created. So let me select it first. Okay. So this is the exact data. I will be explaining two different methods by which we can achieve that particular output. So let me discuss first method. So I'll copy this line. I'll create an extra column for a new customer flag. Okay. So this new column, what we are going to create, will basically indicate whether that particular customer is a new customer or not. Okay. So in first method, I will use case when. So let's say, for example, I am at this row number 4. So to check whether this customer is a new customer or not, what I should do, I'll check whether this particular customer, customer underscore 3, exists in any transaction performed for order date less than this one. So in this case, it will become order date less than Feb month. So it is okay. So we need to check in January month. So we'll go there and we will check whether we have this customer in these two transactions or not. And if there is a match, then we will put 1 in this flag, else 0 for this new column. Okay. So let me write query for same, then it will become more clear. So I'll use case when I'll find whether customer in. So where we have to find this customer, we have to check all the transactions which are having order date less than this one. So in this case, those transactions will be this and this. Why? Because this is the order date for these transactions, which is less than this one. Okay. So I'll write case when customer in select customer from again this whole table, but we don't have to check all data. We only have to check where order date should be less than, let me alias this table as O. It should be less than O dot order date. Okay. So this O dot order date in our current example will become this. So it will select customer from orders table where order date is less than O dot order date, which is this one, because currently you are in this row. Let's say your current transaction is this one, then O dot order date will become this value. So it will check order date less than this value. Okay. So it will give me all the customers. Let me write distinct here. Okay. So this will give me all distinct customers satisfying this condition. And if that customer is present, then it means that particular customer is an old customer because it is already in this result set. Then I'll put 0, else it is a new customer, so 1. And as then I'll give this a column name as number of new customer. Okay. Now I'll put this in different line. Okay. So this is an additional column what we have created in order to check whether that particular customer is a new customer or not. So let me select it. See, we got some flag value. So wherever there is 1, that means that particular customer is a new customer. So you can cross verify it. So let's say for this particular row, this flag is 1. It says that customer underscore 4 who has done transaction in month of March is a new customer. Why? Because the query which we have written, it has checked all the transaction which was less than this value, and it did not find any customer with name customer underscore 4. So flag value is 1. And wherever flag value is 0, that means that particular customer has already done transaction before. Okay. Now in output, we want only these two columns, order date and number of new customers. I'm sorry, let me put this column with another name, some meaningful name, is new customer. Okay. Now let me run it. This is a flag, not a number. Okay. Now we only want distinct order date and corresponding number of new customers. So we'll do select order date, comma, sum of this column as now we can use number of new customer. Now we can give this name. Okay. From which table? I'll use subquery A. Now we are performing aggregate. Okay. So non-aggregated columns should be in group by. I'll use group by order date. Okay. So it should give me required output. See, we are getting order date and number of new customers. Okay. And in place of this star, I'll use distinct. Why? Because let me select this table first. Let's say if this customer underscore 2 on this date has performed 2 transactions, then so this will become duplicate row in terms of order date and customer, and the flag will also become 1. And for that particular month, for this month, the sum will come as +1. Okay. So whatever we are getting now, in place of 2, it will come 3. which is invalid because although customer 2 has done two transactions on that particular day, but person wise, if we check, that customer is only a single person. So we cannot say that a number of new customer was 3. Okay. So in order to remove that duplicate, we can use distinctive. So this should give me proper and exact output what we want. Okay. So this was method 1. Let me discuss method 2. Method. Again, let me copy this table. Now I'll add another column, that is row number. And how we are going to specify row number? So for that, we need to create window over partition by. So for every customer, let's say customer 1, we will create a window, and based on ordered by date, we'll specify row number in that particular window. Okay. So I'll do partition by customer, then order by order date. By default, it is ascending only, but still, let me put ascending. I'll name this column as row number RN. Now, what it will give? For that, let me execute this query. Now, if you observe carefully, for every customer, we have created window, right? And based on order by the state column, we have specified rank, correct? So first date was this, so rank is 1. Second date was this for this customer, so rank is 2. Okay. So it is very clear that if you check transaction on this date, then this customer will behave as old customer. Why? Because rank is greater than 1, which means for another date we already have got rank as 1. That means that particular customer has already done transaction in some previous month, correct? Or let's verify for customer 3. So these two transactions are for customer 3. So it will create window based on this customer, and based on this order by order date column, it will specify rank. So again, this rank 2 means this customer has already done transaction on some previous month, which is less than this date. Okay. So the conclusion is wherever rank is 2, we can straight away say that that particular customer is an old customer for that particular date. Okay. So I'll do what? I'll write order date. Second column I want is customer. Now let me run it again. Now I'll filter out rank value as 2, and then for the remaining data, I'll just count number of distinct customers present in that particular date. Okay. So for that, I'll do select order date, comma. I need to count distinct customer, distinct customer as, again, let me name this column as this one, number of new customer from which table? From this table. Let me name this table as A. Now we need to filter out rank value greater than 1, right? So where Rn equals 1, we will not consider any other value because that particular customer will be an old customer. Okay. Now where rank equals 1, and again, since we are performing aggregate, non-aggregated columns should be in group by. So I'll put group by order date column. Now let me run it. Great. We are getting exact answer. Okay. So in first method, we have used case 1, and in second method, we have used row number in order to calculate our output. Okay. So this is the first query or first method what we have discussed, where we have used case 1, and this is the second query where we have used window function, that is row number. Correct. Okay, guys. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it. If you have enjoyed this content, then please don't forget to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. And please make sure to hit the bell icon to receive the notifications about the new video updates. We will meet in our next video with a new challenge. So please stay tuned. Till then, take care and goodbye.